Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and this recording is scuffed, but we've got a lot to go through today. I just moved, there's boxes everywhere, but I got stuff going, so this is it. This is what you get to deal with. Sorry for my cam, but let's get into this. There is so much stuff. Like, we got some really sweet stuff. It's like, I'm just so excited. So to start things off with, we've got this here. This is the Awaken update check-in event. This is going to be 1,000 Mystic Mestals. So you're going to get 20 free summons just by logging in. That is absolutely awesome. And we also have Arky here. And you know, Arky's such a great mascot. But you know who is one of my favorite mascots? That's Drippy from Ni no Kuni. Have you ever wanted to live inside a Studio Ghibli movie? Of course you have. The worlds are beautiful, everything is amazing, and that's why Ni no Kuni is one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and now you can as well with Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds from Netmarble, coming globally to PC and mobile, and pre-registration is open now, and it's an anime-style RPG, and it's definitely one you do not want to miss. Ni no Kuni is a game to play, but also to experience, especially with the unique character classes, the gorgeous graphics and art style, and also music tracks composed by Studio Ghibli's iconic Joe Hisaishi. There's just so much to explore. The classes, the Engineer, the Destroyer, the Swordsman, the Witch, and the Rogue all look super interesting and unique, and I can't wait to try them out. I'm leaning towards the Engineer. I just think they're adorable. The best part about all of this is Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds is open for pre-registration now, and I'm beyond excited for this. I think it'll be the best RPG in 2022, and if you want to discover the beauty of Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds yourself, make sure to click the link in my description down there below and pre-register today. And you're also going to get these sweet rewards too. The cat on the head. How do you say no to that?
Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. Pre-register now.
We also have the Holo Trials improvements, practice battle, deleted, gone. You don't have to wait for that stupid thing anymore. It's a 2-week rotation now. Boss balance adjustments, they're going to make it easier, hopefully. Completion bonus also increases, which makes you want to do it more. And also playtime reduction, which means you're doing it less, which is fantastic. That's what everybody wanted. Really good that they listened to this feedback here. Also, they're adding another boss so we can smash our heads into it in complete fastest. And we also have skill effect filtering added, so this is going to allow you to search for units that have defense breaks, that have something like stigma or any sort of debuff like that, right? Pretty cool when you're looking for specific units to counter other specific units. We then have the equipment craft mileage system update, and this is insane. This is insane. I'm going to be crafting so much. I think the next slide shows, right? Okay. So, mileage awarded per set for level 55 equipment crafted. So, you get 6 points per level 85 equipment and 8 points per accessory. And if you consume 180 points, which is, I believe, 180 divided by 6, 30 crafts. Assuming you have no accessories, just 30 of any other thing, you get to craft an epic equipment part and set of your choice. Absolutely insane. And we also have the ability to see what was upgraded here. We can see that at +4, we did get +6 attack, which means it started at 7, which is pretty sweet. The other thing too is we are now able to both feed an artifact the limit break and gain XP at the same time. Also pretty cool here. Lots of cool stuff to definitely look into. That equipment is insane. Also, if you're holding on to 75 equipment that is not so great anymore, or your gear just sucks and you don't know what to do with it, you don't want to feed it, costs too much gold, just extract it. You're now going to get more from extracting this way too. And lots of cores. This level 75 plus 15 is giving 130 cores, which is enough to craft like 2 to 3 things, right? Pretty insane there. We then have an equipment auto equip. This will allow you to set a priority for stats and pick your main stats for the right side and the sets, and it'll equip it for you. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but it's something we used extensively in Summoner's War, so I'm glad to see something like this coming up, and I cannot wait to I can't wait to try this out and see if it actually works. It'd be much better if there was no equip fees, but you know, it is what it is, not going to complain. We then have weekly quest improvements. We're going to be getting 2 gold transmits every week. I was going to say a month, but no, 2 every week, and every 3 weeks we're going to get 6 transmits, enough for an ML summon. So that's 1 extra ML summon every 3 weeks. Pretty stoked about that. We then have the AP merge. So this is going to merge all of your AP for episode 1 epilogue and allow you to spend them on any shop you want. This is pretty cool because not only does it allow you to spend wherever you want, but it also, I'm sure a lot of us have random places with like 30 to 40 or 80 or 60 or something like that. So it'll allow us to actually get more catalysts that way and use up our wasted AP that's not at 120. We also have the Expedition Pass, and they very quickly glossed over this. They didn't see how much it costs or anything like that, but basically this is just going to be a pass for people who do Expedition a lot to make them get more rewards. Basically, it's going to be required if you want all the materials. Like, look at the charms you get and stuff like this. I'm actually really curious how this goes. And we see the premium exclusive here. They get 2 extra of each charm, which does add up, and 300 of the stones at the end. And I'm sure there's more that's not on the screen. So really interested to see that. I'm always fine with them making money in ways. I don't know if this will cost money or something like that, but I guess we'll see. I think it's just going to be like an epic pass, though. We then have the Hunt Expert Challenge with Secret Sirmia, Vivian are obtainable. I actually don't know if you get 1 or 3 of these. Let me know in the comments down below. If you choose one of these or if you get all 3, I honestly don't know. And it also says we're going to be getting a set of 6 Daydream Jokers, 3 sets of those to be able to give 3 people Daydream Jokers. 6 parts of attack set, 6 parts of health set, and 3 sets of those each. You're basically getting a full-on like Wyvern 12, Wyvern 13, maybe run right out the gates. That's insane. Really, really impressed with this. And this is really going to help new players for sure. And new players, by the way, can also look forward to stuff like this, which is the urgent missions improvement. And this is access to urgent missions with no region switch. So you're going to be able to do stuff like not change 17 maps to do your missions, but actually makes you might want to do it. That's a huge thing here. We also have the Forest of Souls improvements. This is going to be 1 extra Molagora a week just from this. We then have pet generation expansion. There's so much here. Basically, we're going to be able to upgrade them to Gen 5 instead of Gen 4. We're going to be getting 30 repeat battles instead of 20. Not that that makes too big of a difference because, you know, 20 is a lot already. That's like 400 and something stamina. 60 is like a lot. We're also going to be getting boosted lobby pet buffs, new pet skills, and enhanced skill stats and everything. So this is going to be pretty good. Pretty happy with that. And then this here is Abyss Challenge Mode update. Holy, so we don't know how many floors they're going to be, but look at the rewards for floor 1. 2 mystic summons, a transmit, 500k gold, and 1 million gold here. Also, they mentioned some of stage 2's were another 100 transmits, a ton of gold, also 10 epic catalysts and other stuff too. So the rewards are going to be massive here. There's also going to be special missions to do for these that may or may not want you to rip your hair out, but I guess we'll see together. We then have another thing that apparently was making people rip their hair out. That was the Awakened Aiden mission difficulty. It's now adjusted to be a lot easier. They didn't say how, but just know that it is easy. And speaking of easy, they're also lowering the difficulty of Mortellix in episode 3. Specifically, people were having a lot of trouble with the Great Mortellix, and now that's going to be easier, as well as other parts within the episode. This one was a shocker to me. We're getting the episode 1 Rangar story remake. I don't know how this is going to work. They didn't really talk about it much, but I'm all for getting more lore for the people who really love the lore, you know? Like, I'm all for that. And maybe if things are modernized, I guess is the right word. Maybe not the right word. Maybe it'll get more people into the story, which is always a good thing, right? There's a lot here, folks. Also, we have a Mystic Summon rotation now, the one coming up we're going to have a choice of 3. So you can select any one of these 3. Sage, Bale, and Sazan. Adventure Tywin? Nope. Ambitious Tywin. And Briarwitch Iseria. You're going to be able to choose which one of these you want to summon for, and then pick that one and summon for it, just like you would on a regular Moonlight banner. That said, remember that ML Vivian, I believe, is coming out next, and you're probably going to want stuff for her as well, so just be careful spending your Mystics here. We then have a custom Mystic summon, so Jesus, there's so much. So we're going to be able to select a 5-star Mystic to pull for. Basically, that's what it is. It obviously takes your Mystics as well. But this is if you really want to snipe a certain person. Like I would pick Silverblade Araminta here if I didn't have her, for example. Or if you really want Spectre Tenebria, a Ravi, or something like that. Really good way to get them. But again, remember that Vivian's coming out, I believe. I think it's confirmed, right? The other thing, too, is we don't know who is going to be there, but it's everybody 6 months before today. You can calculate it if you want, or it's probably in the Snow notes if you're a little more interested. And then we have the Arena Resolution season ending, and it's ending on the 1st of next month, so make sure you get all of the things there. Make sure you get the slate, all sorts of shenanigans like that. And now let's finally watch a video here of Taeyou.
Your fate had been settled the moment you stopped me. Your interruption?
So what do you think he is? Red hair, fire attack,
The Eternals.
big spear, fire inferno.
If I was going to feel guilty,
he's a nice unit.
I wouldn't have even began.
He's a nice unit.
Child of darkness, driven by a single purpose.
Also, these are now voiced by an
Ever
English
since he was
person,
taken by the hand of revolution,
which is a good step,
he is a
but
5-star.
definitely needs some work. So let's take a look at the stats here. My head's covering, you're going to have to deal with it. But we have 1,039 attack, 5,340 health, 617 defense, so he's got middling of all 3 of those, a little bit low HP, but he does have 115 speed as a warrior, which is pretty nice, and 617, or not 617, 27 crit rate, and he also comes straight up with 18% effectiveness, so you can tell he's going to be somebody who wants to do damage and also has debuffs. His self-imprint is attack, which is also pretty sweet, and then he has the health, the other one there, and he's busted again. It kind of frustrates me because one of the things they said is they're going to try to not make characters that were like really annoying and counterattacks and stuff like that. And what do you know? The first thing he does is after an enemy uses something, he dispels all his debuffs from the caster and becomes enraged, which I believe is 10% attack, 10% speed for 3 turns, and grants some skill nullifier. And it can only be used once every 4 turns. So absolutely insane skill 2 there, and you know, after somebody uses a non-attack skill, you have to imagine this is specifically designed to counter a 1 Peira and a 2 Hwayoung. So kind of interesting there, and we can see that they even show Peira here.
Every 4 turns. When the skill is enhanced, be activated.
There you go. He dispels himself. He's now all of the things, and now he gets his turn. Pretty insane. But then we have more insane. So this is Tornado Sweep, and remember he does get that base effectiveness. We have attacks all enemies, dispels 2 buffs, and increases skill cooldown of the target with the highest attack by 1 turn. You know, maybe another counter to Hwayoung, kind of what they're going for here. Also increases the attack of the caster for 2 turns. And when they're enraged, it dispels all buffs instead of 2 buffs. So another absolutely insane thing. This is on a 4-turn cooldown as well.
Tornado Sweep. Attacks all enemies, spelling 2 buffs.
We can see a little bit of how it works here. So he's got Berserk and everything. He's going to dispel everybody.
Effect changes into dispelling all buffs.
There you go. Dispels all buffs.
Skill
and
1.
then we have Full Moon Slash. And this one is a CR boost by 15% to him, also damage dealt proportionate to speed, so he's speed scaling, and when he's enraged, also activates Tidal Crash as well. And Tidal Crash, just another damage thing, and it also proportionate to his speed. So we can see how much damage he does here.
Tidal Crash attacks the enemy.
So he's got attack buff and everything like that.
Damage dealt.
10k skill 1.
The caster's speed. Title
and then his extra attack
once per turn.
Another 13k. Super balanced.
When 10 soul is
super balanced.
Full moon slash damage.
And then speaking of balanced, we have fine. I'll move my face if I can, because we need to see this. We have Spear of Purification, and this increases your attack by 10 to 20%. And also, after an enemy uses a non-attack skill, increases the CR of the caster by 10%. Can only be activated once a turn. And the cool part about this is increases attack by 20%. Hwayoung can use this pretty darn well. Yeah, pretty darn well. You lose that extra damage or the burn or however you use it, but you will be surprising people just with a straight 20% attack boost and a CR boost on Hwayoung. So kind of a busted character with a busted artifact. So definitely somebody you're probably going to want to pull for, in my opinion. And let's get back to this here. We have Taeyou here. There's a chest of Taeyou. And then we've got some of his skills and stuff. We also have his side store coming out, the reason for my mission and being. We then have Charon's drop rate up for Shepherd of the Hollow and Charon. We then have Tamarin's drop rate up for that and Idol's Tier. We then have Luluka's drop rate up for Luluka and Spirit Breath. Then we finally, next week on the 5th, have Taeyou's Spear of Purification level up. Hopefully you'll have enough time to get a bunch of bookmarks and get him pulled. And then why not throw another Lilius banner in there with Bastion of Perlucia the week after. And then for the coin shop rotation, a lot of people not so happy about this since there's kind of a dud, is Dark Corvus and Straws, and then 5-star Covenant is going to be Celine and Mui. So yeah, that's all the things. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I tried to be as quick and concise as possible in this stupid setup I'm in right now. I cannot wait to try to fix this. I need to go to bed right after this though. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. And I completely forgot, but I will be drawing who wins the t-shirt next week when I summon for Taeyou. When I summon for Taeyou, that's when it'll be. I'm sorry I was supposed to do it this week, but I'm just so overwhelmed with everything right now with moving. I'm just my first day in the new spot. I really apologize for that, and I hope I can make it up to y'all somehow. But I will be drawing it on that Taeyou thing, and in order to get into that draw, it's going to be a members giveaway, so you just have to join the channel down there. It does cost a couple bucks a month to support me. Really appreciate anybody who does that, and I'll try to find some gift cards once I get settled in to give away to everybody, not just members as well. But I just have so few of these awesome Epic 7 t-shirts that I'm actually wearing right now to give away. So have a wonderful day. Bye everybody.